She said she loved you, whispered it at midnight, cried it during sex, tattooed it into your soul with promises of forever. But now she's gone. No goodbye, no explanation, just silence. And your mind replaying every scene like it's a crime documentary. You loved her, protected her, gave her all your vulnerability like it was treasure, and she traded it like scrap metal. You're not alone. Every man at some point believes the lie that if you're kind, consistent, emotionally available, she will stay, she will choose you, she will never leave. But here's the truth. No man is told. Love is not what she's after. Not really. Not deeply. Not the way you think. What she craves is power, security, status, a feeling. And feelings change fast. You see, men love with loyalty. Women love with memory. She loves who you were in the moment you made her feel something. Not the man bleeding out after she's moved on. You think she betrayed love, but she didn't, because she never chased love. She chased meaning. And when your presence stopped elevating her image, when your name stopped ringing in her bones like music, she vanished like a shadow under the noon sun. So ask yourself, why did she leave when things were finally calm? Why did your devotion repel her? Why does she now glow in another man's Instagram story like you never existed? Because what she wants isn't love. She wants status. She wants reflection. She wants the feeling of standing next to a man whose gravity makes her feel more real. And if you don't make her feel that, you're just a step on her staircase. This isn't bitterness. It's clarity. It's your final awakening. Because the longer you believe in the fantasy of unconditional female love, the more you'll bleed for illusions that were never meant to hold you. This is not a video about hating women. It's about understanding them so they no longer confuse, manipulate, or break you. What do women really want? It's not what they tell you, and it's definitely not love. Let's begin. Since you were a boy, they programmed you with bedtime stories, with princesses in castles, with mothers who said, just be nice and the right girl will love you forever. They taught you that women love the way you love, with honor, with commitment, with sacrifice. They told you that love is the great equalizer, that once you give your heart and she gives hers, the world becomes safe. But they lied, and deep down, you've always felt it. Every movie you grew up watching was a script designed to soften your spine. The loyal underdog wins the girl. The nice guy is rewarded in the end. The woman waits. She cherishes. She forgives. But when you looked out into the real world, you saw women chasing power, sleeping with men they claimed to hate, leaving good fathers for men who couldn't spell commitment. And that's when the disconnect began. The world didn't match the myth. And the myth started to crack. Schopenhauer saw it clearly, centuries before you did. Love, he wrote, is an illusion, a trick, nature's bait to serve the species. He called romantic love a biological trap, a fleeting madness designed to trick men into servitude. In his words, women are by nature intended to obey and have been equipped by evolution with weapons of cunning, not truth. That's not hatred, that's clarity. He didn't say women were evil, only that they were not built to love the way you imagine. Because for her, love isn't a principle. It's a tool, a strategy, a means of aligning herself with the man who offers the highest return. Emotionally, socially, biologically, your love is devotion. Her love is calculation. And in that difference, men are destroyed. You fall for the idea that if you just try harder, if you just love deeper, she'll come back. But she won't. Because once you become familiar, once you become certain, once she knows she has you, she starts looking over your shoulder. She loved how you made her feel, not who you are. And when the feeling changed, her love disappeared like mist in the morning. Not because she's broken, but because she's wired that way. Romantic love, in its modern form, is a sales pitch marketed by industries, manipulated by ideologies. It tells men to seek salvation in a woman's arms, so they stay blind, so they stay loyal, so they never question the system. Because a man who believes in love is easier to control. What you call love, she might call leverage. What you call forever, she might call for now. And once you understand that, you don't become bitter. You become free. Desire is not romantic. It is strategic. It is biological. It is brutal. And when it comes to female desire, it is a mechanism of selection, not connection. A man seeks pleasure in the act. A woman seeks power in the result. That's the first truth most men never understand. You believe desire is emotional, spiritual, meaningful. She knows it's tactical, unconscious, and temporary. You fall in love. She runs a calculation. Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis, understood this. He called female sexuality a dark continent, not because it was mystical, but because it was taboo to tell the truth about it. Most women, Freud said, have no concern with truth. They care for feelings, for impressions, for illusions. They love the man who dominates their mind, not their heart. And this is why men are so often destroyed, because we chase her heart while she responds to whoever bends her perception. You think she wants stability. No, she wants stimulation. You think she wants honesty. No, she wants intensity. You think she wants connection. No, she wants leverage. Let's go deeper. Female desire is not fixed. It shifts with ovulation, stress, social pressure, and emotional novelty. Study after study shows that during fertile windows, women are drawn to men with dominant facial features, higher testosterone, social authority, emotional unpredictability. In other words, not good men, not safe men, not you. If you're trying too hard, the woman who cried in your arms last week might sleep with someone else tomorrow and not even feel guilt. Why? Because her biology doesn't care about your narrative. It's programmed to secure the best genetic material and the highest status advantage at any given moment. And this is where Schopenhauer delivers his final blow. Women are the embodiment of the will to life, not to reason. They are nature's lie, the species trick. To him, female desire was not romantic. It was weaponized evolution, an animal instinct hidden beneath perfume and poetry. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Ask yourself, why is she obsessed with Instagram, TikTok, attention? Why does she test your boundaries after sex? Why does she pull away after you open your heart? Because she's not searching for your love, she's testing your frame. She's measuring your utility. She desires what she can't fully have, what she can't fully control, what she must compete to earn. Let's kill the final illusion. She does not want a soulmate. She wants a symbol of power, of ascension, of social proof. She doesn't want to merge with you. She wants to be seen through you as more valuable. And when she senses that your power is plateauing, that your edge is dulling, that your soul is devoted rather than desirable, she starts to detach, not emotionally first, sexually. Then the eye contact fades. Then the arguments begin. Then the space talk happens. And then she's gone. And you're left broken, wondering why your love wasn't enough. It never could be, because desire isn't about love, it's about advantage. And that advantage dies the moment she owns you. You want to reclaim your power. Stop seeking her desire. Start commanding her respect. And remember, the man who understands female desire never chases it. He becomes the gravity it orbits. Let's stop pretending. Women don't fall in love with men. They fall in love with the image of a man, with what you represent, not what you are. You could be kind, honest, brilliant. But if your image doesn't trigger her instincts, you're invisible. In the world of female attraction, perception is reality. She doesn't see you, she sees how others see you. Are you admired, desired, feared, respected? Then you're valuable. If not, you're furniture, comfortable, familiar, replaceable. You think she left you for a better man? No. She left you for a man with a better image, a louder name, a shinier frame, a presence that made her feel elevated. Women are not loyal to the man. They're loyal to how they feel about themselves when they're with him. You gave her safety. He gave her spark. You gave her love. He gave her leverage. Here's the brutal truth. She cares more about the aesthetic of the relationship than the depth of it. A man who photographs well. A man whose status boosts hers in public. A man whose name rings louder than her ex. Even if he's toxic, inconsistent, or unavailable, if he looks powerful, she will kneel. Because to her, image equals survival. And that instinct goes back thousands of years, back to tribes where being with the strongest man meant food, protection, and status in the eyes of the village. Today, it's likes, followers, and public validation. It's not the man in the arena who wins her heart. It's the man the crowd cheers for. She doesn't want love. She wants reflection. She wants to be next to the man every other woman wants. That's not shallow. That's strategy. Let me show you how this works in real time. She dates the broke rapper because other girls want him, even if he treats her like trash. She breaks up with the kind guy who brings her flowers because his Instagram's dry and no one respects him. She entertains the blue check in her DMs while cuddling with you. Not because she's evil, but because she's wired to rise, and your image either pulls her up or drags her down. Ask yourself, how do you present yourself when you walk into a room? Do people listen when you speak? Do other men respect you, fear you, or mock you? Because she watches how the world reacts to you. And if the world doesn't honor you, she never will. This is why so many men get blindsided. You treated her well. You were always there, but your image weakened. And slowly she disconnected, not loudly, but quietly, emotionally, sexually, until one day, she's standing beside another man. One you know isn't better than you, but he shines. He wins in optics. He controls the room. And in her world, that's power. Women are mirrors. They reflect the man with the strongest frame, the brightest fire, the sharpest edge. Not the kindest heart, not the softest words. So ask yourself, do you have value or do you signal value? Because to her instincts, there's no difference. She doesn't want peace. She wants power. And the moment she feels she has it over you, desire dies. Let's get this straight. Women don't dream of loving a man. They dream of taming one. They crave the thrill of softening the untouchable. They romanticize the idea of breaking the beast, of turning the storm into stillness, the conqueror into a lapdog. And once they succeed, they feel nothing. You were never meant to be her emotional pillow. You were meant to be her mountain, unmoved, unshaken, untamed. But you gave her access. You gave her power. You gave her control. And when she felt she had domesticated you, she lost the fire in her eyes. Why? Because what seduces a woman is not safety. It's struggle, it's tension, the dance, the mystery. She says she wants emotional availability, but secretly craves emotional unpredictability. She says she wants communication, but tests your silence more than your words. She says she wants equality, but only if she still gets to feel your dominance. Here's the paradox. The moment she controls the frame, she loses arousal, because desire does not live in balance. It lives in polarity, masculine presence, feminine surrender. If you flip that dynamic, if she becomes the one leading, deciding, correcting, managing, she doesn't feel love. She feels contempt. You think, yes, babe keeps her happy. You think constant reassurance keeps her loyal. You think letting her lead the relationship makes you progressive. No, it makes you forgettable. Because deep in her biology, she is wired to submit to strength. And if she cannot feel your strength, she manufactures chaos. To test it, arguments, cold shoulders, emotional withdrawal, just to see if you'll break. Most men do. They fold. They chase. They apologize for truths that didn't need apology. And in doing so, they hand her the throne. But here's the truth. She doesn't want the throne. She wants a man who owns it and can throw her over his shoulder without asking permission. This isn't abuse. This is polarity. This is biology. Freud called it the Madonna complex. A woman either respects the man who leads or uses the man she leads. There is no middle. Control is the true aphrodisiac, but only when it's earned, not begged for, not handed over. The man who can walk away at any moment is the man she chases. The man who stays centered when she tests him is the man she trusts. The man who doesn't need her approval is the one she wants to please, because to her, submission is arousal. And submission can only exist when you hold the frame. So ask yourself, who's leading your relationship? Who's setting the tone, the rules, the energy? Who's chasing who? If you're always adapting to her feelings, tiptoeing around her moods, begging for affection like a starving dog, you're not her man. You're her puppet. And puppets don't get desired. They get used and discarded. You want to reclaim her desire. Reclaim your edge. Reclaim your dominance. Reclaim your silence. Because when she knows she can't fully tame you, she stays obsessed with trying. And that, my brother, is the fire that never burns out. She said she loved you, but the moment a man with more status entered the room, you became invisible. Let me burn the last illusion for you. Love is a feeling. Status is survival. And when the two collide, status wins every time. You gave her loyalty. He gave her clout. You gave her presence. He gave her proof that she mattered to the tribe. And in her psychology, what the tribe sees matters more than what the heart feels. Don't believe me? Watch how fast she posts her new man. Not because she loves him, but because she wants to be seen beside him. She doesn't want to be cherished in private. She wants to be worshipped in public. And if you can't give her that, she'll trade love for elevation. Here's what most men never understand. Women are status maximizers. They are biologically tuned to climb, to upgrade, to associate upward, to feel like they've won something the world envies. This isn't evil. It's evolutionary. Back in the tribal era, a woman who partnered with the high-status male survived longer. Her children ate better. She gained protection, resources, and respect. Today, she's not looking for a man who can hunt deer. She's looking for a man who can hunt attention, dominate platforms, walk into a room and change the energy. You might be emotionally available, stable, kind, but if your presence doesn't upgrade her value in the eyes of the collective, you are a liability. Not because she's shallow, but because your value reflects on hers. Women are mirrors. If she walks next to a man who commands attention, she feels chosen, validated, powerful. But if she's with a man who's ignored, mocked, unseen, she feels diminished. Even if you love her more than anyone ever has, she doesn't want to be in love. She wants to be envied. That's why women don't leave when they're unhappy. They leave when someone with more status makes her feel seen. She'll cry in your bed, telling you she still cares. Then she'll dress up and take photos with another man whose name rings louder. Not because he's better, but because he looks like a better win. You think this is about romance. It's not. It's about optics. She wants the image, the lifestyle, the applause. And if your love can't be displayed, elevated, weaponized on social media, then it isn't real to her. Visibility is the new intimacy. Here's the kill shot. She'd rather cry in a high-rise condo beside a man who ignores her than laugh in a studio apartment with a man who adores her. Because when she chooses status over love, she still wins in the game of perception. And in a world ruled by optics, perception is the only currency that counts. So what do? You stop trying to be enough emotionally. You start becoming undeniable socially. You stop chasing her love. You start building your value, your platform, your image, your name. Because when your name carries weight, she chases you to carry it. The lie is dead now, the one they fed you since boyhood. That if you just love her hard enough, she'll stay. She'll be loyal. She'll choose you over the world. You believed it. You bled for it. And it nearly broke you. But now you see clearly. She never wanted your soul. She wanted your aura. She wanted the feeling you gave her, not the man behind it. And the second that feeling faded, she was already halfway out the door. You begged for her love, not knowing love was never the currency. The real currency, status, power, control, image, mystery. You traded gold for dust, and she walked away smiling because she never needed to lie. You just never asked the right questions. So now it's time. Burn the script. The one that told you to chase, to confess, to pedestalize, to suffer in silence for a love she never had the capacity to return. Tear it apart, because the man who writes his own code does not kneel. You are not here to be chosen. You are here to become so undeniable that choice becomes irrelevant. Let other men chase the one. You become the standard, the gravity, the center of orbit, the fire she can't put out and can't possess. You want to be loved? Then be feared first. You want loyalty? Then be out of reach. You want her attention? Then command the room before she enters it. Because the man who understands female nature does not hate it. He simply outgrows the need to worship it. And if you're watching this right now, you already feel it. That voice inside you rising, tired of begging, tired of bleeding, tired of waiting for permission to be powerful. Good. Let it rise. Let it burn everything soft and cowardly inside you. Let it set fire to the nice guy, the people pleaser, the approval addict. Let him die, and in his place, build you a man of silence, of presence, of discipline, of danger. The man she fears losing, because she knows she'll never fully own him. Because that man doesn't chase. He builds. He sharpens. He becomes the mirror she both desires and drowns in. So what now? You know the game. You know the truth. You know what she really wants and what she'll never admit. You can either go back to sleep, or you can step into the arena. If this video cut you deep, it means you're waking up. So, don't go back to sleep. Don't scroll. Don't move on like this was just entertainment. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this with a brother who's still chasing ghosts. Because this channel isn't for the soft. It's not for the hopeful. It's for the men who are done begging to be chosen and are ready to become the chooser. Support the movement using the link in the description below.